Hi, guys. Let's see if we are live. I don't know. Okay, I think we're live. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I should be live now. So, hi everyone. I am J Mike, and this is an unscheduled live, and let's see who I can get to pop in. This is only my second live stream. I went live a few days ago, and for me, I'm just having coffee, and I think I will start some of my Tagalog lessons as a student. I am no teacher. I am still just learning. But it is coffee time. So, and because I'm still new at doing this, I am going to seem hesitant to say anything. Hello there, Meditation Inspiration Plus. Let's start with you. Oh, you know what? I can't hear anything. I don't. Oh, that's because I don't have anybody on yet. So, I'm so stupid. Sometimes when you do something that you're not sure of and it doesn't have the right outcome, you feel stupid. And I am one of those guys that says, I admit I feel stupid, so I'm stupid. Everyone knows stuff, but that doesn't mean a whole lot in the real world, right? Good vibes, yes, good vibes. StreamYard, I'm using StreamYard. What that? Ray Sam, how are you, Sammy? I know you're live. That's you. I was on your live, and then you shut off. So I figured I would go live anyway. I have to do this because I'm still taking baby steps, and there will be nosebleeds because I'm speaking English. I was thinking of doing a live lesson, not as a teacher, but as a student, I won't go just completely that way. I will. And now there will be some noise in my background. I have a little kid in the house, and I have no door, so she will be here. She will knock down my gate and show up. But anyway, I will try to keep the positive vibes. That may happen. I can't control it, so what I can't control, I will leave it up to the Lord. Dear Lord, please help me today as I'm getting started with my second live stream. And I did title it as questions and answers with Jay Mike. So don't be afraid to ask some questions, or just give me the answer and see if I have any questions. Meditation, you're giving like 2 thumbs up. Let's go through that first to get started with and see what that looks like. So Kuya, Sammy, I have noticed that some people go on as a guest on a live stream and then they go into mute. They stay on the live stream and then they go on another live stream. I guess they just love to show up everywhere, and that's understandable. I've tried to do that, but I was getting a little burnout after less than 3 months. And the reason for that is I do 2 things. Well, 2 things besides taking videos of real life. I need to study Tagalog, and which I have been missing out on, and I need to practice guitar because I'm not in a band. I'm not a long-time player. I'm just starting out. So elbow cough. What's an elbow cough? Oh, is that the new normal? The thing with, yeah, that's always been, it's always been illegal to cough and spit in people's faces. So there's always been colds and flu and viruses. So it's just more, we're more sensitive to it now because we're all shut down. So if I have any more coffee, I will start talking about those things. So bear with here. I'm just rambling a little bit. I'm looking at things. So let's move on. Thumbs up are always good. I got 3 people watching now. That is a surprise. I thought it would be 0 for a while. Like I said, I am studying Tagalog. My guitar practice cuts into that, though. Meditation, Inspiration Plus. I am at any moment now. I'm thinking of putting the link out there to see if that can work. If I'm ready to have a guest on the show. Hi, Kim Tone. We have another person in the house. This is great. How are you? Hey, you know, I looked you up under that name and I can't find you. So if you want connection, you will have to drop your link. Let me go over to the YouTube side and give you a blue jacket. I don't know if you have one. No, you don't, but I will give you one. Let's see. Add moderator. Okay, Kim, you have a blue jacket now. So, and so do you, Meditation Inspiration Plus. Bear with me because I am still new to this. I'm going to say that many, many times. I am new at this. So Kim, you can, if you care, you can drop your link. I know you were joking in the live stream with Rob and Rocky how nobody was connecting with you, but then I never saw a link, so I looked under the name. There are so many accounts under the words Kim Tone, so not easy to, it was impossible for me to find you. I ran out of Kim Tones and then there was nothing, so I don't know. I know a lot of people, I'm not sure because some people, I know who they are, but they're using a secondary account, and then it's not really the real account. So I have no idea. I'm talking to a good friend, and then I realized I'm in the chat is their second account, and I couldn't figure that out for a while. So, and I'm wearing the number 20 for a reason. I'm living now in Celtics country. It's the Boston Celtics, the world famous Boston Celtics. They were the world champions for many years as I was growing up. But the number 20 is a reminder that it is still 2020. Right? Lakbay Walwal. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I gotta remember to smile when I go live. Even if I'm making a video, I forget to smile, and you don't see me smiling because it's concentration. It's not automatic. Even when I played with my eyes closed in my video, if you missed my video, go see me playing with my eyes closed. It's a terrible practice, but it ends well. So that's all's well that ends well, I say. So, Kim, if you have a channel that you want people to see your videos, go ahead and drop your link. If not, just let me know. That's fine. We all need friends to come and see our live streams and chat. I love the message of some of the other live streams, especially Hard Rock Survival. It's a great message. and I agree with all the sentiment, but I'm my own channel. I'm not going to try to copy them. I can't copy Rocky. The violin it has strings. It's quite different than the guitar. It is a string instrument. I remember when I was in the school orchestra. I always say I'm a beginner, but I was in the school orchestra, but I was very young and I did not play the guitar. I played the I'll get right to that. Hello, Numpspew Francos. Looks like they call you Norms, right? So, or something like that. Um, Good to see you. A little wave and shout out to you. And Marshalom, hi. Thanks for coming. I know a while back I was going to your live streams when I was new building my channel. I stopped by. You were, for some reason, you were in the big live stream, and then I just went to see your channel, and I was there for a few days back and forth. So that was fun, I should say. And now I forgot what I was talking about. I do that a lot, but oh gosh, that's embarrassing. Something about my channel. So let's look at what you guys are talking about. Meditation Inspiration Plus. Thanks for hanging out. Obviously the emoticons don't show up here. It just tells us what they mean. So there you go. Good morning, Numpspew Francos. Good morning to you with the little kissy face and heart. I like it. Oh, they do show up. Some of them show up. I don't know. I can't explain it, so I will stop trying. Thanks, Doc. I think that's the red plus mark. So if you're trying to get noticed by those colors, it doesn't work with StreamYard. But some of them do. The little yellow ones, the thumbs up work. But those, obviously, you can see. I have no link. How do you get on YouTube with no link? That, I have to figure that out. Because I want that. I want to do that. I don't have no link. I put hot dog emojis as my link as a joke. Sorry. That's okay. It's fun. It's good to have people saying things in the chat. It makes us feel like we have something to talk about. So the title of my show today is Q&A with Jay. So go ahead, ask questions or just make remarks and I will talk about it. So anyway, building my channel, I was referring to Hard Rock Survival. In a way, I'm not the biggest supporter. I can't afford that, but I am helping to support them by showing up and being there. And everything they say is something that I would like to say. But there's no copying. I'm my own channel, obviously. I have to be myself. But the first thing, and I think the people who follow in those live streams, they praise God and they want to. So I will start off with praising the Lord. Thank you, God, for everything we have. Sunday was Palm Sunday. I did a little video about my church. It is a Filipino-American church. And I have a video from I think Sunday night I posted it. So today is Tuesday. Hello, Ms. Ella. How are you doing? I'm so glad you could stop by. Let's see what you have to say. Just here in the BG to support your WH. I am still in my working hours. Oh, I quit my job not to be a YouTuber. I quit my job because in my line of work, it wasn't just about what the job is. It was about lots of other things. So, and that was part of my job description, was to do this and do that. And I was an airport hotel controller. You would not know that by the way I speak. I sound like a kid that's been allowed to go out and play for the first time. Not sure what to talk about. But that doesn't mean I don't know anything. It just means I'm trying to get the feel for the people I am talking to. So thank you, Ella, for showing up. Let's see, Melody stopping by. Hi, Melody. Thank you for supporting me. You also have work. It looks like you're working hard on YouTube, Melody. Smiley face back to you. It's incredible that you're balancing YouTube and work because you look like you're putting all your time and effort into YouTube, which I find myself doing, but I have questioned myself, am I doing everything right? Watching everybody, I know that a lot of people are different. Some are similar, but I think there's a family out there and then there's a family of families. And lots of us are talking about that, but we all have one thing in common, and that's that we all praise God. And we worship the Lord, our Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ, which I would like to mention. But I don't want to get all preachy on everybody, but it's worth mentioning because I know I've done a couple of guitar dubs. I've dubbed over the church music. I've done that twice. I think I did it twice, along with some dance music, but which may or may not sound good. I know they all sound the same after a while. The way I play it sounds the same, but that's because I'm inexperienced. Black Boy says hello to Dennis Dot, which is Dennis. It's great to see you guys. Rob Retved, my favorite. Good morning back to you, sir. I know it's early out there. I was up about 7 a.m. this morning myself, but it's about 10:20. Rob, I'm full of coffee. I've had three little cups. They're teacups. They're not big cups, but that's equal to maybe one big cup. If you have those big travel mugs full of coffee, you might coffee and sugar. That'll wind you up. But yeah, this is getting to be peak viewers is better than my first one, and I haven't even said anything. At least I was entertaining on my first live. I actually pulled out the guitar and did something. Today I was planning on doing something else. I was planning on doing as a student, some Filipino phrases. But this is good. It is questions and answers is the name of the broadcast. But I think everyone's just saying hi. It's good that you're all stopping by to say hello. You'll get your questions answered by listening to me talk. So it looks like a lot of us are friends, and that's really how I got going, is finding out who are friendly together and sticking with them. So, Lakbay Walwal, I enjoyed your video yesterday. That is good stuff. That's all I will say. Very good stuff. I am learning from everybody. I sometimes come across as a know-it-all, but I only know that there is a lot more to learn, and I will always be learning. Whatever I do, I am learning, or I am hoping to learn and trying to learn. And Rob, I thought you were live this morning, but I guess you nixed that. That's good. I can't imagine going live twice a day. Someone said, Jay, just go live and stay on for as long as possible. Do 10 hours. I don't know about that. Some of you may have heard the noise in my background. There's no closing. I don't have a door or a sound barricade here. It's like a megaphone. I'm up in the loft, so this is level 3. I can hear every little sound down to level 2. If someone taps on the counter, like that down there, I can hear that up here, and these microphones are pretty good at picking that up. We're raising pit bulls. I'm not really involved in that. I'm kind of right next to it, so sometimes I take the dogs out for their walk. But for the most part, I'm not their primary caretaker. But I am I'm kind of on the inside looking in, for lack of a better way to say that. Thanks, Rob. I know when you're live and you have 25 people all banging the chat, you can't just focus on one person, but you do focus on one thing, which is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And thank you for that. That's one of the reasons you've grown so quickly. But I've decided I can't copy Hard Luck Survival. I will give you a plug. You can drop your link. If I haven't given you a blue jacket, you're going to get one right now. Give me a second to... I got to go back over on the YouTube side, so give me a second. I'm not live on YouTube yet. It fell back. It falls back if you're not... I'm on StreamYard, so my YouTube needs to catch up. So it takes a minute because it's on slow mode. And as I was saying earlier, we're still stuck in 2020. So that's my tribute to 2020 until I'm allowed to travel back to where I need to go. I'm going to wear number 20 because to me, it's still 2020. So Dennis, if you're still there, well, I'm on slow mode, so my messages are not caught up yet, but Ms. Panay, my Panay TV is in the house. So hello to you. You have a blue jacket. It's still hopping. It's bouncing around. Dennis, you have a blue jacket, and not caught up yet. So, Rob, you haven't pulled. I can say hello to some of you, though. Kevin's in the house. Mine, Deborah. Deborah, hi. You have a great live stream. I don't know why, but I can't explain it. Rob, you have a blue jacket, so you can go ahead and if it's possible for you to drop Hard Luck Survival, I could do that, but I don't have you pulled up, so... I will give you a plug. Hard Luck Survival is a great channel. Rob promised to support me, so I will give that back. And I missed Dennis, you asked your question. The comments are scrolling faster than I expected. So the subject is questions and answers with J. Mike. I thought, if there's not much of that, I will jump into student mode and take some Tagalog phrase lessons in front of the audience. Maybe not just stick with that, but do one or two, and that would maybe add some life to the show. But Kevin, brother, let's see. He likes the shirt. Hey, the last time I was in the Philippines, I gave some Celtics gear to some of my Filipino friends. I had a Boston Celtics dark green sweat jersey, very hot, hard to wear that. You would have to go to Baguio on a cold day in February, maybe Valentine's Day, to wear that. It's so warm in Manila. It's hard to wear that. And I had a Celtics cap. I gave that to my pseudo nephew. I have a adoptive family in Pasig City. I have a mom away from home. She is exactly my mom's age. And I found out we had incredible conversations. She said, Jay, my English, I was a teacher and English was one of my subjects when I was younger. She doesn't work anymore, obviously. And she said, but I started losing my English. Filipinos know English, but they call it nosebleed if we're just speaking English. So they go to Tagalog, and some English words are used in Tagalog, in Filipino, but it's hard for an English speaker to understand the conversation, especially in a group of people. And I found myself in groups of people every day. So in the morning, my ate, and Tagalog, Filipino ate means older sister, so I called her Tita Lena. Tita means aunt or aunt type, so she was like an aunt to me, but also like almost like a mother because she was mom's age. So, but she was Tita Lena, Auntie Lena, and she was my host for almost 4 months. And her niece was living right next. They attached their place to ours before I got there. They were there for a while, and so her son, I got him a basketball. It was Christmas time, so I gave him a basketball. It was a Filipino Basketball Association ball. I didn't have a NBA. So he got the PBA ball and a Celtics cap and sweatshirt. This was not here, so I didn't have it with me, so I couldn't give it to him. But and some other things too, some baseball gloves, some baseballs, things like that. So he's a young kid, he's a teenager, so he really appreciated that. And so I appreciated that he was helping me play baseball. But I had a shoulder injury. I could not shoot the basketball back in 2019. So what I did was it was an impingement. I could not push off with because it was my right shoulder, so I couldn't do that at all. I couldn't even roll over in bed. So, well, I could, but it was painful. It was difficult, but I'm fine now. I could play basketball now. I was a shooter in my younger days, but I just haven't had a chance to play. So, and then I suffered another injury on the hard court. There was a slope next to the basket, and I tripped on the downhill, and I messed myself up badly. So let's catch up with the messages a little bit here. I want you guys to feel at home. Hello, my Pinay TV. Guys shouting out to Lakbay Walwal. Very mega love shout out. Very popular, sir. Yes, thanks for the for the compliment. Hello, Deborah. I know, I figured that out in your chat. So, very good. Okay. It looks like we all know, most of us know each other. I like that. I'm wondering if any of you are waiting for me to do a few phrases in Tagalog as part of my lesson that I'm skipping today. This is my lesson time. But that's fine. Something good is happening. My Pinay, thank you too. Thanks for coming by. Lady Marty, good to see you. It has been a few days. I'm at work, just here a few minutes showing my support. This is what I'm talking about. Friends helping friends. And I enjoy that. I like to see that. It's good to see that friends are there when you least expect it. So that's nice. Thank you so much. All I can do is thank you all of you for stopping by. Rob, you were a shooter too. Rob, too bad we don't have video of back in the day. Don't you wish we all had these devices now where people are videoing themselves, making videos of mukbang, watching themselves eat. Hey, watch me eat. I have fried chicken and spaghetti. Enjoy the mukbang. And they, it's like a pig fest. It's which is a good thing. That's not to call you a pig, but we say pigging out. When we're eating a lot, we pig out. So that's a funny expression, right? Rob, the funny thing is, all people over the age of 50 always say, "Where did the time go? Where did the time go?" Yeah. You get that camera away from the sunlight. It's a sunny day. It's starting to come around to the back. Kim, thanks. You're still with us. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Like, bye. Still here. Thank you so much. 7 million people in the house. I think we had 9. Lady Marty, thank you for sharing. This is incredibly awesome for sharing. And Lady Marty, sorry for the saying it wrong. Still hanging out, maybe on silent mode, I guess. Luck Bye, still here. Nums Pilt. Hello, Luck Bye. Everybody knows each other in here, so that's nice. I'm glad because I know other people are live. Lady Marty, everybody loves to eat. I remember some time ago at one of my jobs, I'm a hotel controller, so at one of my jobs in the accounting department, a gentleman, a good man, he was carrying an extra 100 pounds of weight on his body, and he looked at me and he said, "You don't like to eat." And I thought, well, how can you say that? The thing is, I am careful what I eat. Yes, I love lechon baboy. I love it. I love fried chicken. Lechon manok. I love it. I love ice cream and candy. I was the candy man at work. I had all the little mini candies and the M&Ms, and people would come to my office in the afternoon and say, "Hey, I'm falling asleep. Do you have any candy that I could as a pick-me-up?" "Sure, there you go. Okay. How come you don't look fat?" "Well, let me teach you about catabolic food." People don't understand how food works, especially back a few years ago. Now everyone's on this health food kick, but there's still a lot to learn because there's no perfect diet. Did you guys know that beer and French fries is vegan? Vegans are supposed to be the perfect diet, right? They will always tell you, "I'm vegan, I'm vegan, I'm vegan." And then they will tell you about all the health benefits, which is fine. I'm not against the nutritious benefits of all the diets, but you have to have your normal diet that makes you happy, because if you are eating well, you will be happy. So, right? I'm not lecturing, but I'm just saying what I understand. So there is no perfect diet, but we just have to be careful, and we have to have our energy and our balance of catabolic foods and proteins. And we all know that carbs make us feel happy and carbs make us gain weight, because if we don't burn it, we will get fat. So that's all we need to know. So let's continue. Sorry if I'm trying not to skip any of your chats. It's great to see everyone saying hello to each other, lady. So you are all good, fun people that I am glad to be associated with. I'm glad you all came by. Dennis, I'm glad you're still here. Thanks for coming on my show. Does anybody want to see if I can work the StreamYard? Let's drop that link and find out. Feel free to click it. Now, this is my second number 2 live stream. I am not sure how to work it, but if I see you in the studio, I will bring you on just to talk, or just to sit there and be on the stream, whatever you like. Oh, so Deborah says, "At Lady Marty, love you." BSHRS love. So we have good friends here. Oops, I missed one. Rob, you have to go. Got to go have a cougar in the area and have to get it gone. All right, you guys, cougars are dangerous big cats. So that's what Hard Luck Survival is all about. So if you haven't seen his channel, it is springtime. They are going to talk about things like that on his channel, about surviving out in the wilderness. They are in the mountains of Arizona. I did not know that they have, he must be on the north face, because they have snow yesterday. And this is New Hampshire, and I'm in the hills, and I don't have any more snow. So it's possible that we get a flurry of snow in the next few days, but not likely. It's not really completely likely. So thanks for stopping by, Rob. So anybody want to take me up on that? Now, if you click the link and I don't bring you on, that would mean that I don't see you, because if I see you, I will bring you on. So, um, good evening, Rena. Thank you for stopping by. So glad to see you. So glad to see everyone. I, I haven't even gotten to anything on my agenda other than questions and answers. So, still hanging out, Lockby. Thank you so much for staying around. Martha, hello. Shout out, Mega Love, shout out, Mega Mall, love, shout out to all of you. That was my thing that I had in the mainstream live streams. MMLSO, Mega Mall Love Shout Out. Now they say Mega Love Shout Out. But to me, the Mega Mall is my favorite place in Mandaluyong, Manila. Mandaluyong is one of the cities around Manila. It has Ortegas Center. I think Ortegas is right in between San Juan, Mandaluyong, and Pasig, I think, or right around there. That's where Ortegas is. But Mandaluyong is the main city there, right next to Manila, and part of the Metro Manila, the 11 cities. 11 cities, 11.5 million people or more now, probably more now. So let's keep going with the chats. Hugs and hearts from Rena. Thanks for hanging out, Rena. I am so pleased to see all of you guys. Martha's still here. Good that you're still here. Big cities. Yes, if you go to my Facebook page, you will know my full name. J Mike is my abbreviated name. It's like J-Lo. You will see me on top of the Twin Towers taking a picture of a woman taking a picture of the city. It's one of my favorite photos that I ever took. She's outside the protective glass on the 53rd level 53 in Mandaluyong. I think it's Mandaluyong. Twin Towers. I stayed there a few times. I love it. It's so high. I have a fear of heights, and I have decided to break. You don't get rid of the fear of heights. You get used to it, so that I haven't figured out how to explain it. You just face your fears, and then it becomes less of a fear. But there's a natural thing inside us, I think. As we get older, we have a feeling, and it's like a compass or something that tells us we are in danger. We could fall. And that's one thing I don't want. I don't want to fall. I don't want to drown, and I don't want to go into anything harder than my body, like the inside of an active volcano or something like that. Let's move on with the comments. Nobody has too many questions. That's okay. I just thought if you feel free if you guys have any questions. BG, you know what? I have a question for you guys. I see it a lot. Now, most of you are in Asia or from Asia, which I love, by the way. Love my Asian friends. I am hoping to go back to the Philippines to stay. But I don't know what BG means. BG, I don't know if that is an acronym for a bigger word or if BG is the word. I don't know what that means. In America, it means big guy, but I don't know what it means to the Asians. So if somebody could type that in the chat, I would be a smarter person once I find out. Because when I learn language, and I might do one or some of those in just a few minutes or a few moments, but when I learn language, they don't teach. Now some good YouTube channels, they teach you some of the slang, but the good language programs, they don't teach you the slang. The best ones teach you the formal way of saying it and the informal, but still proper way to speak. So there's a formal way, like when we read the Bible in the West, you have the old, like the King James version, the Old English, which is hard to understand for modern day English speakers. It's a different language. Um, so that's we don't speak that way anymore. But sometimes you might still see an old English language teaching program that teaches you some formal ways of speaking that we wouldn't do anymore. Not in everyday conversation; it doesn't exist. So that's what I'm talking about. What I've learned in Filipino, in Tagalog Filipino, is not much slang. And I've had some close friends say you don't want to try to talk about naughty things. It doesn't come. It's very offensive. So for a foreigner to talk too much slang and try to be funny with naughty things, I know Americans, especially when men are together, and I guess when women are together with no men, no opposite sex, the jokes can be naughty and dirty, and everybody is having fun. But in mixed company, or especially in a foreign country, words that I hear here in the U.S., we sometimes we're so familiar with it, it doesn't feel dirty, and it can be very offensive to people who speak English as a second language, especially in the Philippines. Like words I hear every day in America are offensive in the Philippines, and I am told to be careful with that. So, but with language, I'm not learning anything naughty or dirty. So, and slang too. There's a lot of slang that I'm not learning. I didn't even know what "diba" means because I learned it as "hindi ba," and so someone said "diba," and I did. I just looked at her and it's like, "Huh?" And she goes, "I thought you knew what that means." And I said, "Well, what did you say?" She said, "Diba, hindi ba," and I said, "Oh, okay, now I know." Hindi ba is all I know. I don't know diba. Well, I do now, but I did not know. So I'm falling behind on the chat, so I'm going to run through it. And a lot of you are still hanging out. Thank you for that. If anyone wants to drop your link, especially if I'm not connected with you or each other, that is fine. Just remind me if you have a blue jacket, because I don't have a co-host, so I'm not on the YouTube side. I don't see where the blue jackets are. I'm 5 minutes behind, so hold on. Yeah, it's in slow crawl mode. The scrolling is slow on the YouTube side. So once again, no one clicked the link, or at least I didn't see you. So Martha, if you're still here, and I don't think you are, but if you are, you now have a blue jacket. So am I caught up? I can't be caught up yet, or am I? Maybe I am. So looks like I see all the live chat. So Martha, you have a blue. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking of something other than what I'm saying. Martha, you have a blue jacket. I think everyone has a blue jacket, so feel free to drop your links. So I will check that just to make sure. And guys, go ahead and connect with Martha. Leave a comment if you're not already connected. Let's take a look. Now, I can share my screen, but I don't know exactly where the feature is. Running ad. I gotta get through the ad. Oh, okay. So let's see if I can do that. If I can share a screen. I'm not sure if my version can do that. If my version of Martha, yes. Oops. Sorry, I lost your okay, there you go. I had plans to come in last June of 2020, and those were canceled. The flight was canceled, the Airbnb was canceled. I can't sustain living here, but it's been almost a year since then. It's been over a year since I came back, but it's been almost a year since my flight was canceled. I was scheduled to be back in June, and now I cannot reschedule because there's no word from the government when travel will reopen. All we're hearing is more lockdowns, more shutdowns, more masks, and more people saying that this is dangerous. But I see the numbers. They're giving me the numbers. So according to their numbers, as the numbers analyst that I am a numbers analyst. Let me fix the light behind me. Okay. I am a numbers analyst. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to give you a perfect analysis of every number. I need to understand what I'm looking at. I understand the world population, and I understand the total number of deaths. I understand that the CDC is the Centers for Disease Control in the United States. And I won't stay on this very long. I don't want to talk about the pandemic. I don't. But I do want to talk about travel, and the pandemic is blocking my travel, so I have something to say. And I know a lot of people agree with me, but they're being shushed. This social media, all of the social media is telling us to shush up. But so I don't want to say what they can disagree with, and nobody, if you're telling the truth, they can't disagree with you. So based on untruths, you will have a false story, even if there's a fact inside it. So the numbers that I am disagreeing with the CDC, not because they say that it can kill you. I agree any virus can kill you. That's what I agree with. I agree in theory to that. It's not a theory. We know that people die from viruses, and people have died from every virus. Every virus that we ever knew about has killed someone. And they're saying this kills more. This is more contagious. Okay, we agree. But I'm taking your numbers from the World Health Organization and from the Centers for Disease Control. I'm taking their numbers. They're giving me the numbers that I'm looking at. And we all know the world population now, and we all know that we're shutting the door after the horses leave the barn. We're shutting the barn door after the horses got away. Every country has numbers of positives and numbers of deaths. It does not add up to a world lockdown. That's the absurd thing, is that we're still locked down. Now the CDC is saying that if you were already asymptomatic, positive asymptomatic, you are not likely to transmit the disease. They're telling us that. My numbers tell me that it is still a very, very, very small percentage of people that got sick and died. We also know that those people were already fighting other immune problems. Most of them of whom were older. As we get older, we have more and more things that cause us illnesses. We have more and more immune weaknesses as we get older. In general, there are very few of us that are 100 years old and who check out perfectly on our medical checkup. That's not realistic. So, but I feel healthy. I'm 64. I just turned 64. I feel healthy. Now, if a doctor looks at me, he'll go, "Well, your blood pressure is slightly high. You better be careful." Okay. Takes deep breath. I don't have another 50 years to live. I don't expect. Now, that would put me at 114. That's possible. But I'm not going to make plans for when I'm 114. What am I going to be doing? I need to live my life now. I've always been careful, and I've always been realistic. So the percentages are very small, but they're not. You won't watch the news. You won't watch CNN and hear, "Well, the percentages are very low." They're telling you got to be careful and keep your mask on and don't go anywhere. Why are they saying this? Because a virus can possibly kill you. If you let everything else cause sickness in your body, then any virus will kill you. The measles will. I had the measles, 3 different forms of measles, and I didn't die because I built an immunity to all 3. So, and I had the polio vaccine. So I don't know. Let's change the subject, and because I just think that travel should open up. And if you don't feel safe, then don't travel. Don't go to the supermarket. Don't go to a ball game if you don't feel safe. Love, back to you, Rena. Let's see how far behind I am. I am 10 minutes behind, so let's catch up. I'm glad you guys are still hanging out. Let's see. Prayers. Yes, let's keep praying for the hearts and minds of everyone involved in being leaders and in charge of these decisions. So in Jesus' name, I pray that God and the Spirit touch them and help them decide and realize that we're not all going to die. Martha, thanks for hanging out. Lady Marty's still here. Yep, Martha, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad. I am so grateful. Hopefully I can, the stream just passed me by. So, Buddha of Destiny, namaste to you. Namaste. I have 2 ways of saying that. Namaste and namaste. Buddha, I think Rob was here for a few minutes and he said he had to go chase a cougar, a big, dangerous cat. So they live out in the wild country, out in, I think it's northwestern Arizona on the north face. I forgot to ask, but I think it's the north face of the Arizona Rockies. He must be way up because they had snow yesterday. So, Buddha of Destiny, thank you for stopping by. I'm still 5 minutes behind on the chat, so I'm going to try to get caught up. And Diane, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're still here. If you are, oh, Rob, you did get to say hello to Buddha of Destiny. Good morning. No live this morning. I have to get rid of a mountain lion. We will be live tonight. So, Rob, I will stop by there if you're still here. I know that message was about 4 minutes ago, so, or 3 or 4 minutes. Declan Fans 2000 official. Well, I'm still self-taught, sir, but these guys have a YouTube page, and they're younger guys. I don't know what language is their native language, but I'm guessing that they speak Spanish. But the music sounds good. At one point, they featured as a related artist on their related artist page. They featured one of my videos, and I was very, very grateful for that. I don't know if you could still find that there, but I am grateful. Was grateful. I am still grateful. Forever grateful, because I'm still learning things. I've not been playing long. I'm still gonna stick to my claim of being new at this, and until you see my my watch video become 1 year old, I will claim to be a beginner because there are things I know, chords and scales and things like that. I don't know all the scales with my eyes closed, except for the G scale. I will give that out. I would give that away. I can't play the entire G scale perfectly all the way up and down the neck, but I know what I like right now. When I don't use parts of it, so that's why I don't know it with my eyes closed. But I'm getting better at that more than I can play something with my eyes closed in scale of G, in the key of G. So that's all I'm saying. I'm moving forward a little bit, but I can't do everything. Rob, if you're still there, I don't know all those old songs. I was starting to talk about the violin. I was in the orchestra. I was a horn player when I started music, and we didn't have guitars, but we had violins, we had a cello, we had a viola, those types of instruments. I don't remember all the names of all the instruments. I know we had trombones and cornets. The trumpets are all the air horns. They're not all the same thing. But there were some things about the violin that were hard to get started with, like using the bow on one string at a time and moving from one string to another. I knew you have to sustain the bow. And I can't teach that, but it's just my understanding. The bow has a sustain or something like that, where you have a time sustain and things. But there's I overheard Rocky saying there's no real keys, but there's just I think it's, I'm not sure, but I think it's the natural key, and then there's something that I don't know. But all those old standard songs, when I play the keys, I can hear the old standards all jumping out at me, but because they're not in me, I don't play them. So I have to figure that out. There's a lot of the Christmas music is in me, and I can hear that when I play the major scales. So there's a little bit of that going on that I've not made videos of. So if there's a live band or a new band that has a copyright with something like that, then I will get not blocked, but they will put a claim on it, which means I don't get watch hours for that. So even though I'm not monetized, they're still watching that because I'm growing. And when I do grow, the watch hours, like if I do a TikTok with a hit song, that's what TikTok is, a hit song, you're dancing or your friends are dancing, those are demonetized. So they don't count for your watch hours, even though they're short. If you get 1 million views for a 1.5 minute video, you get some watch hours there. So, but everyone's doing it, so you're not going to get 1 million views, and you can't have anything vulgar or nudities. That won't count either. You'll get shut down for that. So, okay. So that's where my music is going. Trying to find. When I found a jam track on Audio Jungle, and I have to be careful. That cannot be my main. I could play it now as inside my live, but it can't be the whole video. I can't use that for my whole video and put a voice on it and then copyright it as my song. I can't do that. So I know that, and I'm just trying to work around that, and I don't have a band. There is a church that is asking me to learn some of their songs and play with them, but that would take up my time. So I don't do that. I'm 64. I feel 50, but that doesn't make a difference. I'm still 64. I'm not interested. And if I find some people that want to get started in the Philippines, maybe we'll do that. But right now, I'm just a loner. Maybe I'll pick up my guitar in a minute and do that jam track. They won't stop that. YouTube has no problem with that as long as I put something before it and after it, and I do the intro and the outro with that. And I think that's fine. I'm not making a song from that to call my own. I'm not doing that. And so let's see what Rob says. The violin is very, yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying I think there's a natural scale that violinists aren't talking about all the different scales. If you can play violin in a group that includes guitar players, drummers, all that sort of thing, obviously. But and the band's going to say, okay, this is in the key of A or whatever, or the natural key. And the violinist just has a way of saying, okay, we know what key this song is in. And I've actually watched Rocky start off with the one tone and then go into the song. So there's a way of getting keyed up, but it's in a guitar, there's 12 modes in a guitar. So in each, I think there are 7 modes or something like, it's crazy, but I think it's 7. I could be wrong, but it's about 7 modes. There's 12 keys. So there's 12 modes, I guess. But each mode has 7 different keys. So that's weird, but there's really only 12 keys, and they all match. So that's the confusing part. And you see a lot of blues players saying, well, we're in the key of A minor, which is the natural scale. It's just where they begin. So, and I think I see Rocky beginning on a tone, and then he goes from there. And it's the same. It's a similar thing with guitar, but we just move frets. So instead of starting with open strings, the key of G, okay, I'm on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So, and so on. So there's a little theory in there that I am aware of. I don't want to teach theory. I can't teach theory because I'm not experienced enough. A lot of these guys, hey, I've been playing in blues bands for 30 years. Okay, I will listen to him. So thanks for hanging out, Rob. I am forever grateful, truly grateful for this support. I know a lot of us are bouncing back and forth, supporting each other as much as we can. We have business to do. I have to learn guitar. I have to practice. I'm learning a language. I have to shut YouTube off and study. Actually, some of my classes are from YouTube, but it's not live streams. So thank all of you for supporting. This is fantastic. I am very grateful. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm just checking something. It's been 1 hour. Have I been on for an hour already? So that's great. I'm grateful. That would explain why some of you are coming and going. Tita Guy. So you never told, well, I was never listening when you told your listeners how your name is pronounced. So I will say Guy. Tita Guy. Thank you for just being here. That's all I can ask is for you just to be here. Yes, I'm not losing hope. I'm losing hope for my country because it is 50-50, 50% socialists who think we're stupid and 50% who believe in God who think that they're destroying us. I will leave it at that. I don't want to get too far into politics. That's my way of simplifying it. Yeah, be careful, Rob. But Rob is going to show us as winter goes away out there in the Rocky Mountains. He's going to show us, or he says he will, about survival in the wilds. And I guess that's about as wild as it gets in the United States out there well, it's not northern Montana, but it is the Rocky Mountains. So we will get a look at that this spring and summer and see. So Rob says, love you, Kim Tone. And Kim says, Rob, love you too. Yeah, Rob Rhett Vet is part of. Rob is the voice of Hard Luck Survival. Rocky Mountain High is the violin player, and Fire Tender with there's a number. I don't know if it's I forget what number that is, but it's Fire Tender basically is the matriarch of the group. So it's three of them, and it's a great channel show, and it's a godly channel, but they talk about survival. Food Lover the Wonder, mega shout out back to you. I have to get that singy tone in my voice for the Philippines when I get back. Mega shout out to you too. Hello, J Mike. That's how I hear it, and I love it. It puts me in a better mood. It makes us feel happy. Fire Tender NA. Yes, it's Fire Tender NA. That's what it is. I was thinking it was a number. Maybe she has two accounts. I forget. I don't memorize everything. We all compartmentalize things in a funny way. And I have the funniest way of compartmentalizing what I remember. So it looks like they are tight buds. Rob Retvet says, at RS Chavez, Ray Sam, I guess it's Sammy, just joined your channel. So that's a good thing. We're building friendships here. And if that's all I do, then I am grateful. That's a good thing. And guys, drop your channel. I have not programmed Nightbot yet. I still need to learn how to do that. It's not a part of it's not a part of StreamYard, I guess. We can do things with StreamYard. I can put a message out there. No need for that yet, but we can do different things with StreamYard. We haven't really gotten a chance to. I'm reading so many things at the same time, and I can't talk and chew gum, folks, or it's difficult. I haven't gotten around to figuring out a way to use Nightbot yet. When I do, I will use it, but I'm just getting started, so I still don't have use of Nightbot. I did look at a channel that showed me about how somebody uses it, so it did make sense to me, but I still don't have it in place. It's not put in place yet. So, sorry about that. How far behind am I? I am only a couple of minutes behind, so let's move on. Lorai Perez, hello, Lorai. If you're still here, thank you for showing up. I'm grateful that you stopped by. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can give you a jacket. I need to go back and forth on the YouTube side to give out jackets. So I don't have a co-host. Ever the Great. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Mega Mall, shout out to you too. So that I missed you. If you're still here, a big hello goes out to you. Ever the Great UK. Buddha, if you're still here, you have a blue jacket. I know it's been a few minutes. I'm falling behind. I was not keeping up on blue jackets. Aru24 Pro, thanks for stopping by. Thank you. I'm trying to catch up. My YouTube side is scrolling slowly. Once again, thank you, Tita Guy, for showing up, for stopping by. Kim says, we are not stupid. And Lorai Perez, oh, there you are. I gotcha. And I will give you a blue jacket. So once you see the blue jacket, you can feel free to drop your link, because I did not yet program Nightbot to that. I still haven't made the chance for myself to do that. So Um, hello, Numpspute. I am here. Thank you for staying. Um, thank you so much. I am grateful for those of you who support me when I didn't know if I was the kind of channel that anyone would be interested in. So thank you for the thumbs up, Lorai. And if you wish to connect with any of us here, feel free to drop your link because Nightbot is not programmed yet. I did not find the time. Maybe if I go silent and just put my avatar up, I can spend the time to do that, but I'm not now. That's J Mike. Kuya, you forget that I'm the first Filipino you know that Nightbot direct drop link. But I thought that was automatic. I have not programmed that to work automatically. I don't. Yes, I whatever you're trying to say, I don't remember that. But I know you told me how to get my own watch hours. That's not a surprise. I am surprised that you showed that on a video, and I don't know how to make a video that way. So that is a nice surprise. A job well done. To make a video with your displaying your screen on video, I still don't know how to do that. And maybe someone will say, "Oh, it's easy. You just do this," and then I will say, "Oh yeah, but I'm just dumb." If we're not thinking of the exact way to do something, then we're not thinking of how to do it. So that's what I'm talking about. So thank you guys all for listening. I see we still have 8 people. The Asians say 8 million people in the house. That's good because I go on a lot of live streams when there are 8 people watching, or 10 or 12, and that number moves around. That people goes up and down. And everyone's busy. I know. I'm busy too. I don't stay on the live streams. Sometimes I stay longer, and sometimes I've got to go, and I can't say goodbye. Lockby is still here. I am grateful that you are still here, sir. Thank you so much. I did not know a big channel like you, and like Tita Guy, and Melody, and even Marshall, not so big, or Rob Redvet. Rob, if you look at Rob, he doesn't have subscribers, but his main channel, his family, his team channel, they have 4,000. Congratulations on 4,000 subscribers. Yesterday it was 1,000. Now it's 4. Those are real. Those are verified. So that is something to talk about. Ray Sam says, Rob, Redvet, brother, thanks for subbing my new channel. That channel is the sunset in my place and relaxing music only. You live on the ocean with sunset every day. That is paradise. That makes you rich. You are rich beyond billions of people's wildest dreams. So there are over 7 billion people in the world. 7 billion people in the house today watching live. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful. But 7 billion people in the world, and more than 6 billion of them look at you and say, you live on the ocean with sunset every day. You make videos like that in your backyard. You, sir, are rich beyond our wildest imaginations. Our wildest dreams do not make us. We do not own tropical beach property. You are rich. I know so many people. Most people would look at you and say, "You're rich. I wish I had that." every day, every day. That's called paradise. We write songs about paradise, right? So let's catch up. I think I'm going to be catching up. We're still behind, 5 minutes behind. Lorai, yes. So go ahead and connect with Lorai Perez, everybody. If you're not already connected, thank you. If you're still watching, thank you. Or if you've just arrived, drop your link. Thank you for everything. It's all about gratitude, right? Rob Bretvet, you can't leave. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will stop by. I will always stop by when I have free time to stop by, and that is very often. I will have free time. Right now, my live stream is cutting into my lesson time and my guitar practice time. So that's 1 hour each every day. I admit that I am not sticking to that schedule, and that is hurting me. It is only hurting me. My pleasure also to help you as well, Numbspeed Francos. My pleasure also. I am grateful. Very grateful. Roy Kalayag, Tamsak, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po, sir. Maraming salamat po. Roy Kalayag. Salamat po. Maraming salamat po. If I'm here any longer, I will take a sip of water. If I'm here any longer, I will go into my student lesson with Tagalog. Does anybody want to join in on that? That is the question. So today's subject is questions and answers, but I will also jump into answering your questions or taking your advice as helping me learn. The Hapsters are in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. I know I'm a couple of minutes behind. I keep saying that I'm trying to catch up, but then I stop and talk about every single post. So yes, aloha, good morning. If you don't know, if those of you who don't know the Hapsters, they are in Hawaii, USA. Hawaii is the gateway from the United States between Asia and America. So it is one of the what do they call customs checkpoints for the United States in the world. There are others, but Hawaii is the gateway, the big one. So Hapsters, so many people would like to be trading places right now. So, and here's one person, Ray Sam Chavez, Sami, is also lives on a tropical island and on the beach with the world's perfect sunset when it's not too cloudy, I guess. So you also, Maayong Buntag, you also live in paradise. So I know 7 billion people wish the same thing, or 6 billion, or however many billion people look at you and say, that person is rich beyond my wildest dreams. People think Filipinos are poor. I say, but they are rich in life. They are happy, they smile, they are kind. Why? Why do Americans have so much money and we're not kind? Most of us. Some of us are kind and happy, but some of us are happy, but then we lash out. And then we become scary. It's the environment. The environment is important, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Mga kaibigan, the environment is so important. Mga kaibigan. Mga kapatid. God is good all the time, yes, but we have to praise God, thank God, and repent to God and ask God to guide us. Rachel Butas is in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. Lakbari is still with us. Kim, I am looking forward to the video you were supposed to make. Now, I am presuming that you're talking about Tagalog because I made another silly guitar video yesterday. It took so much time. Kim, I will tell you that it, although it takes a long time, it's the hardest. My hardest video to make is the Tagalog, learning Tagalog as an English student, because there's so many steps to it. I have to write down the lesson. I do it in a spreadsheet, an accounting spreadsheet, right? And I know it takes about 10 to 14 seconds to do a phrase 2 times in both languages. Anywhere from 10 to 14 seconds if I do it properly. If I'm speaking at a normal proper speed. So I need about 30 of those, sometimes 35. So this one is going to be 35. There will be approximately 10 or 11 seconds each on average. But so I've already typed it out. I've already done there's 35 templates, or 36, or right around there. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know that. But that's what I do. There's 35 templates. Then I upload that. But then I need to make a movie out of that, a video. And then I need to put in text for 35 mini videos that mix together. So it's a long process. So I'm in the final step, which is the texting. So it's all done, but I need to put in the text, the power text. It's almost like PowerPoint. It's animated text, and then I upload the video. So that's not done. It's almost ready, but I still have to do the text. So I am in the middle of that. I am 2/3 of the way through. So that just, when I'm doing guitar work, then I'm not doing language work. So, and when I'm studying language, I'm not doing the PowerPoint. So there's so much for me to do. And then I'm on live streams, so I'm not, when we're on live streams, it's hard to do all that. So I don't. So it is coming soon, Kim. That's all I can say. Luck bye. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, sir. Larai Perez, thank you. Kim Thon, amen. The Habsters, what state am I in? Right now, I am in New Hampshire. That's up in New England, the Northeast. The snow is all gone. It's still a little cool, but it's no longer freezing. So I am grateful for that. I love spring and summer. I love hot weather. I plan to go to the Philippines when possible. I am traveler's band right now. Still, I have to me, it's still 2020. As long as there is a travel ban for me not to go to the Philippines, it is 2020. It will remain 2020 for me until I open travel. So sorry if I missed that you asked me that before. I hope that answers your question. I will travel. I'm in New Hampshire, southern New Hampshire. I'm on the border of Massachusetts. It's a border town. So that narrows it down. I am just north of Boston. I'm about 46 or 47 miles from Boston as the car drives. So up here it's winding roads and trees. So depends. I worked at Logan Airport in Boston, in the heart of Boston, in the teeth of traffic. That took me on a busy day after work, 5 o'clock, 5:30, I would leave the hotel. It would take a minimum of 90 minutes when the world was busy, before all of this. When the economy was busy, it took around 100 minutes to get home in the afternoon. So, but with no traffic, it's about a 47-minute drive if it's not at drive time. So, because it's a mile a minute, so you can go a little bit over that, which would make up for the slower time speeds. So I hope that answers your question. It's southern New Hampshire, and I'm past my leaving time, but I had to cancel my flight in last June. So I am still waiting. I've been here over 15 months. I've been waiting for 12 months to uncancel my trip. which will cost more money, by the way. That's the sad part. I'm running out of money living here. I didn't budget for this. So, and I quit my job. So, uh, I'm not blaming anybody. I can't. It is what it is. So, hearts, Sammy. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. So I mean, compared to Hawaii and Manila and Miami, it's always cool here. Except in June and July, it is because the days are so long in June and July. It gets very hot and muggy here. So we do know what it feels like to get hot. And Bostonians aren't prepared for that. Their bodies are uncomfortable with heat and humidity. Oh, so I may have missed. Okay, here we go. Luck, bye. I am out of time now to my dinner. See you next time. Bye, all. Here. God bless you, and God bless you. Luck, bye. Well. Also, God bless you all. Thank you all for showing up and listening to what I have to say. My brand of speaking. I know it's a lot of English. I was thinking of going into some Tagalog phrases, but it would be as a student. It won't be as a conversation. So let's move on. I keep saying that I'm going to try to catch up, but I'm still like 2 or 3 minutes behind. Yeah, I agree. Busy. So it's good to see that you're all saying hello to each other. That means a lot of us are connected, and that will help more of us connect. So Hapsters, you have flown there many times to, I guess my question, because I'm trying to go through this so fast, my question is, you've flown to New Hampshire, the Boston area, or Manila? I'm guessing Manila. So just I'll look down and to see if you answer that, if you're still listening. So, excuse me. The national anthem I played a little for us and said you had to practice and then you would make a video. Oh, I forgot that I did that. I did practice that a little bit, Kim, but not enough. I was practicing something else, so maybe not making the best of my time. But I did mention that that needs to be perfect, and I've not perfected that yet. So I know Americans will criticize that if it isn't perfect. I can play parts of it perfectly. I can play the beginning perfectly, I can play the middle, and I can play the end perfectly. But from beginning to end, I haven't got it perfect yet. So because I'm not practicing hard enough on it, and that's what I need to do. And thank you for reminding me, because yesterday I forgot about it, so I didn't practice it at all. I was like screwing around with something else. So, but I do hope you watched the video I made yesterday, because I do. It was a terrible practice, and I had it on video, and it was awful. I just didn't think it would be that bad, is why I was videotaping it. I thought it would be better, but then I realized it stinked. It was stinky, terrible. And so what I did is I clipped a lot of it away, and I showed some of the bad part, and then I showed some of the good part. It did get good because I ended with something that I played the most. So it didn't sound like anything else, but it's in the mode that I've been practicing the most. And so, a mode can sound differently if you do it differently. So, and that's what I'm learning now. But the national anthem, the U.S. national anthem, is the Star Spangled Banner. I'm able to play parts of that. There's something hard about it for me. I don't know if everybody would say that, but I know singers find the same problem. Because it moves up in octave. It's a wide range of sound. I'm going to do it in the single note. Obviously, it's not a chord song. It's the same on guitar. It's a wide range. That's not the hard part. There's a triad that I'm struggling with. that's used several times in the song, and it's in the middle, and that's where I'm struggling. Because a triad can be played as a chord and it rings out and it sounds great, but in the Star Spangled Banner, I need to mute two. I need to play one string at a time, which means the strings not being played need to be muted because I'm playing the triad one string at a time, and I haven't practiced that enough. It needs to have two strings muted and you go up and down. Dun, 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 dun. It goes up and down, which you might not know it if you're not a guitar player. It's three notes going back and forth, and the other two need to be quiet, and it's very hard to do that. So that's guitar control. So I'm working on that, and when I get that to sound right, then I will put it out on a video. So I hope that answers your question. I forgot yesterday, I forgot to practice that, but I didn't forget about the song. Oh, Logan, you have been to Logan. Okay, so I know Boston is a hub. Boston calls itself the hub, but it is an international airport, I guess. But so is JFK, so is Dallas, so is Atlanta. There are a lot. The United States has a lot of them. Okay, good to know. I thought you've been to Manila, just because of the connections, I guess. So, um, I've been to the Philippines 7 times. Trip number 8 was canceled. I waited to the last minute to cancel that because I thought, even in April, I thought I can still fly in June. I did not think this would be the case. I believe we are relatively safe already. I don't believe the media. The media is not talking about all the statistics. They're just talking about the danger. Any doctor worth his medical degree will tell you that any virus, some people can die from a virus, and they will. Every doctor will say that that's true. The question's not being asked. Isn't it also true that 1% of the population has never died from a virus? That's a large number. 1% of the world population is a large number. So they're giving you the number, and it's just not a large number. It's percentage-wise, it's like 0.003 or something. That's an estimate. It's not even that high. That is a very small number. Now, do you want to be that person? No. But we also know that a large percentage of that small number are people who are struggling with immune deficiencies, real problems, real chronic illnesses already in their lives. I would advise those people not to travel and not to go to large gatherings. I would say the same thing. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. If you have immune deficiencies, and specifically diabetes and that sort of thing, heart disease, don't travel. Don't go to professional basketball games or anything like that. But that does not explain why we're not traveling. It does not. So I'm hopeful that we will finally realize that and open up, because the horses have left the barn. We're closing the barn door when there's no horses left in the barn, is what we're doing. The cat's out of the bag. Why are we stopping me from going back to where I want to be, where I need to be? We're separating the healthy from the healthy, and I believe that I am relatively healthy and that I will not get sick and die, and I will not transmit it. Now, if they're saying, oh, everyone has to get vaccinated. Well, that's not a law. So, and I'm not arguing with any law. I'm not. I'm just saying it's not yet a law. But I have the funny feeling that that's what they're going to do. Oh, if you want to travel, well, then say it. Tell me if I want to travel, get a vaccination, and then I will travel. I will get vaccinated and travel. So it's not easy to listen to all these rumors, but none of it is a law. So it's just rumors. So yeah, I'm waiting for my 8th trip to the Philippines. Yeah, I know. we just wait. That's all we can do. I know, we're just waiting. So I don't think anyone is really argued with the things that I'm trying to say. It's just that they're not saying it, and that's really what the argument is. Why aren't they saying things that we're saying? Kim Tone says, Larai Perez, hello, hi, Larai Perez. So, Norms is still here, thank you. The guitar in the heart, she loves guitar. Yeah, true. So, yeah, I'm not sending letters or anything, or actually, I'm trying not to argue. I'm just trying to like see it in a way that I'm asking questions, because this is what I see. So, if they're going to make a law that says we will open up travel but you have to have a vaccination with a certificate. Okay, that's what I will do. I can be agreeable, but I'm that guy that's asking the questions. What really are we doing? What really are we talking about? That's all I'm saying. So I'm trying to be logical. Juicy Sweet, thank you so much for stopping by. I keep falling behind I keep saying that I'm going to catch up, but that means you guys are chatting and I can't catch up. I'm trying to. Thank you for coming in. J Mike, okay, thank you. And you're welcome for the reminder. I will check out the video. I'm hoping that I can figure out that muting problem. I've known that about muting strings. It doesn't mean I'm good at it. It just means I know that that's what I need to get better at. I'm practicing a way of muting strings while I practice scales, but every song is in a mode that contains a scale. They just don't use the entire scale. The notes are a part of the scale, and that's what a song is. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to mute the strings that I don't play. It's easy to mute the strings that are never in the song. That's not the issue. The issue is muting the strings that I'm going back and forth on. I want one to play, but I don't want the other two to play. But then I want the other one to play, but not the other two. So it's changing quickly, like for here and there in the middle of the song. So it goes up, it goes down, but you can't let them all ring out together, and that's hard to learn. I can play a scale and mute strings, but with that one triad, I haven't perfected it yet, and so that's my issue. We're talking about the American national anthem that I'm trying to learn it, but I guess I played a few notes on my first live stream, but it wasn't perfect. Yeah, see, I think a lot of us would go back, but it's not the entire world. America thinks that the Philippines is disgusting, so that's the majority, and I'm just talking about the people I know and my family. They're not behind me at heart. They're not on my side about going back, but I will go back as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Now, it can't be on the same day they announce opening travel, because then I need to make arrangements. But I cannot make arrangements about travel until there's an announcement, an official legal announcement. And some of the expats that are still in the Philippines are saying that the Philippines could open travel one day and then shut back down after you get your ticket. Now, that remains to be seen. So that's just rumor. But based on other things, like, the quarantines, and then, okay, less quarantine, okay, more quarantine, okay, less quarantine. That's going back and forth, and that's frustrating, especially to people who are waiting to travel. Just Loisy, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Juicy Sweet, thank you for hanging out. I am so grateful. I am grateful. I am good. I'm talking about the potential for travel and other things I'm doing in my videos. Hopsters, I think I've somewhat answered that question. I will get vaccinated if that's a prerequisite for travel. I have no issue with that. I know a lot. My mom got vaccinated. My sister, some old friends, and they say that they feel safe. That's not a bad thing that they say that they feel safe. Well, you know what I say to them? I already feel safe. But they don't like to hear that because that sounds like I'm saying that you shouldn't have gotten vaccinated. Well, I have vaccinations. I've I have vaccinations. I don't even know what they were for. I know one was the polio vaccine. I don't. When I was a kid, I don't know if I was 5 or 6 years old. I don't know what they were all for. Probably tuberculosis and things like that. I don't know. Not for sure. But I know that I had the polio vaccine, and that wasn't a problem. And I don't think anybody disputed that. But and there's still polio in the world. There was an outbreak last year or this past year or 2019. I forget. I'm not keeping track of that. But if it's a prerequisite for travel, and that if the Philippines says it, because I'm not going to have America say, well, yeah, you can travel. Yeah, I can. Where can I travel to? I can already travel to California, in Florida, and Texas. I'm already allowed to do that. So it would have to be said by the Philippines, and then if that is the rule, the law, if they say that, then I will get a vaccination because of my age, it should be available to me here. So yes, the answer to that is yes. I'm not against it. It's just, well, I feel safe now. I don't have any worries. So, and I haven't rushed off to do it, but it is possible that I will do it. I'm not disagreeable to that. I've not been saying that. And I think sometimes if I don't make myself clear, people think that maybe I'm saying something else and I'm not. So, and I've had these arguments with some family members. Kim says she's not getting the shot. If you're not yeah. So if you don't think you need it, then you don't think you need it. And who am I? I don't disagree with that. So, are we all caught up? We still have 6 people watching, but I think I don't see any more chats. But yeah, they're saying that Moderna. Oh no, not Moderna. Pfizer. I'm hearing all these things in the news. I'm not looking at the network news every day, but I'm hearing what's going on. I'm not living underground. I'm getting news. I don't need to hear any network spin. I think we take facts and we spin it with opinion, and then we say, okay, that fact means this. Well, there are murder cases every day with a fact that no one disagrees. Were you in this place at such and such time on that date? Mr. J. Mike. Yes, I was. Aha! That means you killed Mrs. J. Mike. No, I didn't do it. But isn't it true that you were there at that specific time that she was shot? Yes, I was there. I don't know who did it. Aha! Case. I rest my case. So that happens all the time. There's a fact, and then we make a story. J. Mike was there at that time that she got murdered. Okay, he did it. No, he didn't do it. So that's what this is like. In the media, we get this. They see a fact and then they say, look at the facts. Well, every lie is made of a fact or 2 facts. I can make a lie every day out of a fact. I used to do it for fun, and people would say, you don't say it isn't true. It's not true. I'm just kidding. So when you make it sound serious, then it becomes serious, and people see it over and over, and then they think, oh, that's the truth. They say millions of people went to their death in Russia thinking that Stalin was their hero, not knowing that he's the reason that they lived and died in prison. So you just don't know. I don't want to say too much about that, though. Hapsters, thanks for coming by. Time to go back to work. Almost 6 8. Yeah, you're in a different time zone. So thank you for stopping by. This is incredible. I did not expect you guys to stop by. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I enjoy some of your videos. I have seen at least 2 or 3 of them. So thank you. Thank you very much. Keep it up. I love seeing places like, I'm not sure exactly where you are, but I will figure that out soon enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grateful for everyone that's still in the room, especially Juicy Sweet. I know, I know you have a provocative channel name, but you're good people. I enjoy watching your channel. Why, I don't know. I don't understand everything you're saying, but some of it yes, some of it no. And it's what I'm doing is I'm trying to hear the language so that I can. Someone told me, someone close to me, someone who goes to my church said, you should watch a Tagalog movie because then the scenes will tell you what they're saying. And then when you hear it, you'll learn what they're saying. I'm studying phrases, but then in real life, when I'm with a group of Filipinos, it's hard for me to keep up, especially in person. What happens is I get tired. I get physically tired because that's the way I'm made. My physical personality is I enjoy the company of lots of people. I was a DJ, and but back in the day, I wasn't having one-on-one conversations. Excuse me, I wasn't when I talked to everyone in the crowd. I would go on microphone and say, "Hi, everybody. This is J Mike." I was known as DJ Jason, by the way. A secret that's not out there on YouTube, I don't think. But comes from Jason. Everyone probably knows that already. Not always. Some guys named James are called Jay or whatever. But yeah. But there's one of the ways of learning how to public speak is you're speaking to one person. There's a crowd out there that hears you, but you're only speaking to one of them, one at a time. And that's how you do it. And I notice when Juicy Sweet looks in the camera, it looks like she's only speaking to me. And I think I haven't done that much, but now I'm doing it. I'm looking at the green light, and so I'm speaking to you. Yes, you. See how that works? I have not really done that a lot today. But when the host does that, and I'm sure they're aware of it, it personalizes it. And when you're speaking to a crowd, it doesn't matter how many people are listening or watching. You're talking to one person at a time, and then that's getting repeated. That's all you need to know. When you do a video, you're hoping that one person will see it, and then it gets 1 view, and then 2 views, and then it's one at a time. Though there's nobody there when you're making your video, but for some reason I get stage fright. But when I'm making it for that one special person, it comes out great. Like when I did my first pop solo that sounded like Joy to the World. I didn't put that in the title. I just wrote pop solo, pop guitar solo. And I said, God, this is for you. And it was holiday time, and I did it. And I thought, I hope this comes out good. I didn't know because I just was in the zone, and then it turned out that everyone liked it. So where are we? We are here. Aloha. I think Hapsters left the house. Thanks for your support also. Chinatang Makulit is in the house. Hello po. Thank you for coming in. Chinitang Makulit is in the house. I hope I said that right. If you want to come on and tell me how to say it, we can do that. We can do that. Just click. Oops, what happened? Okay, there we go. Hello, Paul. Thank you guys for hanging out. I still see 6 million people in the house. So when I first heard that, I thought, why are they doing that? It's only 6 people, but it's just fun, I guess. Um, it's but that's okay. Six good supportive friends are better than 6 million people who heard about me but don't care. It's funny how they say, here's how you get rid of all your worries. Just realize that the strangers don't care. They don't even think about you. It's hard to grasp that, but God loves you, and so do I. Thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody that's still here, I I am truly grateful. It's hard to get started because I don't know when to actually go live. Like, I see my friends going live, and then I wonder, can I do this? Because I should be visiting their channels and supporting them. Then they see, and the good ones, they go live, but they have a subscriber page on, which I'm not doing. And the subscriber page says, okay, or maybe it's the notifications. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be notifications to see who's going live right now. And then they stop by. And then they play music. I'm not playing background music. Maybe I could do that. Did I fall? Oh, Sammy, thanks for coming back. Time for me to rest. See you next time. Much love, Kuya. Okay, yes, same to you. I don't know who's coming in and out. I can only see who's posting in the chat. Chinatang Makulit, you was joining on the live of my friend. Yes, I remember your name. I don't know too much because we're just getting started as a connection. I think we are connected, but go ahead and drop your link so I can make sure. Drop your link because I did not program Nightbot to do that yet. So I have not spent the time to work Nightbot. So, or stream, what's the other one? Stream Element. I don't have those working. So if you wish to have my friends connect with you, go ahead and drop your link and we will connect. Okay, so let me pull up a lesson and I will, where is it? Where is my, I think it is here. There it is. Give me a moment to open that. And we will get to the first lesson. I have skipped lesson. When I make the video, and I am in the middle of making a video, making the video is a lesson, but it is only one lesson. So I need more. I need more and more and more. And my spreadsheet is taking time to open up. So let's go with, and I can't, or maybe I can. Maybe I can put this in the page. Let's see if I can work it. It's going to take me a second. I need to get accustomed to doing this. Maybe it can work. Maybe it can work. Let's see if it works. Natapos mo na. Have you finished? I think it works. Natapos mo na. Have you finished? Natapos mo na. Let's put that up. Natapos mo na. Have you finished? Chinitang Makulit says, I love the sounds. So the only sound I have playing, I don't think I'm making sounds. My room is quiet. I don't have the background. I'm not using the program that puts music into my live stream. Can I do that? I don't know if maybe I have it. I'm not sure if but I'm not ready to go with it. So if I have it here somewhere, I don't know. I can put sounds in my room, but I don't have it running right now. And so this is my new lesson that I'm almost ready to make a video. I did the video portion, but I did not match the phrases in the video, so I need to do that. That will take me some time. That will take longer than the video, and then I will be able to post the video. So this is coming soon. This is my next lesson coming soon. Natapos mo na? Have you finished? Hindi pa, not yet. So I don't know if I can show that one. Hindi pa, not yet. That's the one I was. No, that was hindi ba. Hindi ba means isn't it? Hindi pa means not yet. Oops, that's not working the right way. It's going together, so there's no space. I don't have punctuation there. Oh, Chinitang Makulit says she meant the sounds of my video last time that I watched. Oh, thank you. Thank you. On my recorded video. Yes, thank you very much. I tried to make them different, but some of my solos sound similar. And that is the danger of the plateau I'm on now, is making my solos are sounding similar. I looked back at some of them, and that is true. So I'm going to try to do something different. My last video, I don't know, maybe you can watch it and make a comment and ask me if it's different. I know some of them were beginning to sound alike, even though if they're in a different key. So that's the other thing is I have to learn how to not do that. It's one thing to have your own signature sound. It's another thing for all your music to sound the same. So I'm hoping I can get away from that. So Hindi pa, not yet. Hindi pa. So ha ha ha. Yeah. So still 4 people in the house. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for everyone that has been able to come in and out. It's approaching 2 hours, so I think I will say goodbye. I will do one more. Walang kwenta. That's what it seems like. Walang kwenta. Let me post that. Walang kwenta. Which one is it? It didn't post. What happened? Okay, Chinitang Makulit, thank you for stopping by. I am grateful. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Sleep time. I know it is late out there. It's midnight. Gabi na pala sa Pilipinas. Gabi na pala. Maraming salamat po. Thank you for stopping by. Gabi na pala sa Pilipinas. There it is. Walang kwenta. Nonsense. That's what I am doing. Nonsense. But I'm trying to make sense out of nonsense. So that's what I do. I try to make sense out of nonsense. So if I think the world is embracing nonsense, it's okay to be funny. Nonsense can be funny, but you have to say just kidding. You can't say that this is serious. If I am kidding, I will say I am just kidding. Nagbibiro lang ako. Nagbibiro lang ako. I am just kidding. So if they are not being really honest, they should say just kidding. When they don't, it's upsetting. When they call it the news, that's scary. I don't know everything, but I know when I'm being tricked and lied to. If you're tricking me, tell me just kidding. It is a joke. Ah, ha, ha. Then I will be happy. Walang anuman po. Take care. Ingat ka. Ingat ka po sa lahat. Take care, everyone. I will call it a day. We are going to end the broadcast. It has been 2 hours, and I am so grateful. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back again. I will go live again soon. Not sure when, but it will be not too long. I need to work on videos, and my guitar needs practice. My language needs practice. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Bye everyone. Bye-bye. Love you all. I am so grateful. Maraming salamat po. Richelle, maraming salamat for coming by sa visit na bahay ko. I got stuck there for a second. I will need to practice that phrase. And that I will learn how to say that more properly. Thank you, Richelle. I am glad to see you. I'm so glad that you came in. I was wondering. So thank you all. I need to end the broadcast now. Bye bye, and I am very grateful for everyone. Thank you. And may 2020 come to an end soon. I need to take the shirt off. 2020, please go away. Please realize that although a virus is dangerous, we are not all in danger. Not so much. Thank you, and bye bye. Take care. God bless you all, and keep prayers in your minds continually. Keep praying in Jesus' name. Amen, and bye bye. Good night. Magandang gabi po.